Caesars has the Packers over-under at 8.5 wins. This is insane to me. They got to the NFC Championship last year. They're added funches and bunches. Aaron Rodgers is coming back better than ever. He got back in time for the quarantine from Peru. I feel like the over here is the right choice. Do you believe that same thing?
I absolutely believe the over is the right here. Like they could sleepwalk their way into 10 wins this year. Like when Aaron, you have a guy like Aaron that's that good, and your defense is actually improved. Yeah, they're gonna. I would absolutely take the over here.
I don't know. And Mike Florio there at Pro Football Talk's asking the same question. Does Caesar know something that we don't, or what is exactly going on here? This feels like one of the easiest bets. Tampa Bay also had another one. I think it was at like 7.5 or 8.5 or something like that. It feels as if they maybe are underestimating, or maybe they know something we don't. You got to remember, these people out in the desert, when it comes to sports outcomes, they say things, and more often than not, they are almost 100% dialed in. It makes no sense. I've actually said on numerous occasions that they are potentially linked up with the people who know the future, who have seen the future. I think that's potentially what happens with some sports books, because some things they predict and project should never, ever happen and do happen. A couple of the games that I called on Thursday Night Football, their predictions were completely wrong in the first half, and then something happens at halftime where everybody remembers like what it's supposed to do, and it comes back perfectly. And I'm like, how did the desert know that this team was going to learn how to play defense in the second half? It just makes absolutely no sense to me. So the fact that they're saying 8.5 wins almost makes my heart hurt a little bit for the Packers for next year, because it's like they're saying something. But with another year in that offense, Aaron Jones getting comfortable, Aaron Rodgers still being back, a defense potentially getting better that gave up 186 yards before contact in the NFC Championship, this feels like a layup for over 8.5 to me.
Well, I took it from a different perspective, thinking, all right, Caesars, the sports books all around the world are getting crushed right now. There's not a whole lot of things to gamble on. Maybe they're trying to get some cash infusion, trying to get a bunch of people to kill that over, and they're just saying, hey, we're going to deal with what we can right now, try to bring some cash in. Hopefully something happens, and it works out for us in the end. But right now we need some cash.
So it's like a gift card from the sports book. Here you go. Just give us a $500 bet. You'll get this back in due time. We just need cash flow at the moment so we can continue the people. Maybe they're not able to pay the line makers, by the way.
Could be.
Maybe Caesar's just making things up for the first time because they can't pay their employees. This seems wild to me. I don't know what would make you think the Packers are going to fall back this far, but maybe
the only way they don't get above 8 wins is if Aaron gets hurt. If Aaron's healthy, they're winning more than 8.5 games.
There's another bet, by the way. You were going to say Tampa. What they have?
9.
They have been 9. Like, I think they're going to win 10 games too. I think Tom Brady at your quarterback is going to win 10 games. I don't know. I might be wrong, and everything I've ever seen in the NFL and experienced in the NFL might be just completely wrong. But I feel like Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be good, and I think the Packers are going to win 10 games. Just for some reason, I think Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady are going to win 10 games, and that is not looking at their schedule. I mean, the NFC South is going to be quite a task for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I assume that the NFC North as well is going to be tough if the big dick Nick Foles is playing for the Bears, and you got Matty Stafford and the Lions who are at 3. I think they're going to be trading out of there and going to get a lot of picks. I mean, I understand that both of those divisions are good, but I just feel like when you have a guy like Tom Brady playing quarterback or Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback, more often than not, you're going to win 10 games. That's just how it's going to go.
Absolutely. Like if you said 8.5 for the over and under for the Detroit Lions, I would have a hard time picking over under. I would be over. I would think maybe under, but I would feel more comfortable picking the over for something like that.
They're at 6.5.
They're at 6.5. That's still
I'm taking the over on that then.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, I know Foxy's on board. 6.5. You think? I think if if the quarterback is healthy, I mean, who knows what happens at the
third? He had a broken freaking back last year.
Yeah, and he played through it, and so hopefully this time off will help him heal. But 6.5, I feel like I got to take the over on that too. Mm-hmm. What's the lowest line that came out?
The lowest is...
Hold on, let's guess. Let's guess what team.
Skins?
2 teams are tied.
It's got to be Bengals and... I don't know. Bengals? Maybe?
Redskins?
Won't be down there.
Well, that's the first 2 picks, obviously. So that's the easiest way to be like, oh, first 2 picks are first 2 picks for a reason. But maybe Chase Young and they think
who doesn't have a quarterback situation? Who think about around the league? Who
Jacksonville?
Doesn't have
Maybe Jacksonville might be down there.
Do people trust the Cardinals?
Yeah, Cardinals just got DeAndre too.
got bumped,
I think
yeah.
they're going to say yes to them.
Kyler
By
Murray
6.5.
played well too his first year. He's only going to be better.
Hopefully, maybe it gets worse. You don't know.
Chandler Jones is going to
Sophomore
rack up
slump.
another 19.5 sacks.
Maybe it's the Patriots because they don't have a fucking quarterback
Oh,
up there.
yeah.
Oh, the Pats, yeah, they might be like
Patriots
2.5.
might be at like 2.5, 3.5.
Yeah.
There's 5 teams under 6 wins. The Giants at 5.5. The Panthers at 5.5. The Bengals at 5. Jaguars at 4.5. Redskins at 4.5.
Oh, so it's Redskins, Jaguars, then Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Chase Young's going to change again. Ron Rivera, there's another guy. I think he'll have a winning culture over there, but who knows how that team is going to do. I think they got a lot of experience in the coaching ranks. They got 10 quarterbacks in that room. They're going to have Chase Young in there. I feel like they're potentially prone to make a run, especially in that AFC East the NFC East, where you have the Eagles got everybody assassinated on that team last year. Yep. Everybody's got hurt last year for that. Cowboys don't have a quarterback currently. Giants, who knows what they're going to be with Danny Dimes. Saquon could carry a team on his back, though, and Danny could be very good.
New
he's shown signs.
new coach
but,
Judge.
But that NFC East is very much a big question mark as well. It's funny that the Redskins are kind of, I don't know. I mean, they stink. They stink, too.
Funny that they don't have the worst odds.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking.
I think they give Ron Rivera a lot of credit. I really do. I think he carries a lot of respect wherever he goes, and they think he's good enough to get him better than last place.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Play good, pay good, live good, die good.